if you're into doing fun, weird, maybe even crazy things, there is a new show premiering on the Travel Channel tomorrow night. You're going to have to watch it. It's called Edge of America, and the host Jeff Edgers visits places across the country to show you bizarre and unexpected ways some Americans amuse themselves. You may even want to go do these things yourself. Jeff is joining us here on Studio 10. Jeff, as soon as I saw the promos for this show, I loved watching them. Every time I saw them, they got my attention. I knew I had to see it. So I have to know, during filming, what is the most bizarre thing you have seen people doing for entertainment?
Well, I mean, there's stuff all over the place that you just say, wow, this is really happening. I mean, in Oregon, there's this pig and Ford race where people, basically, you start at the side of the track, the gun goes off, you run across, you grab a live pig, you go back, you start, hand crank your Model T, you get in the Model T, and you race around the track a couple times.
I also read that you attended a calf testicle festival, a whole festival on calf testicles. We're going to see your trip there on the first episode of Edge of America. Now, that one seems pretty strange to me.
It is what it sounds like. It's in Oklahoma. Thousands of people show up for this calf fry. Calf fries are bull testicles that have been sliced thin, breaded, and cooked up. In Pennsylvania, I eat haggis, which is, you know, a Scottish dish made up of like sheep and pig byproducts. And, you know, again, it's there for a reason because all these folks from Scotland moved to Pennsylvania and they're all part of this Celtic Classic event. Out of like 39 things we do over the first season, there are probably like 3 or 4 that involve food in any way. But, you know, it's in a way that's noticeable.
Now, you are the first person I've ever talked to who has eaten a still-beating rattlesnake heart. So my question is, why? People actually eat beating rattlesnake hearts?
Well, you know, look why. I mean, look what it did for me. No, I don't know what to tell you other than if you're at the Rattlesnake Derby in Mangum, Oklahoma, and they put the beating heart in front of you and they're telling you that people eat these for courage, you know, I'm not going to say I just jumped in there and was like, hey, get that over to me. Like, I thought about it, and you can see, like, me thinking about it on camera. But the reality is, like, I'm there. It's a sort of spiritual thing. It's like, take that leap. And, you know, the show itself is a giant leap. I think eating a rattlesnake heart is just a little kind of example inside that.
I have to ask you this. I've always wondered this. People who eat these bizarre foods, you're married, right?
I am, yeah.
Do you ever go home to your wife and your wife just hands you like 10 tubes of toothpaste and says, honey, before you kiss me, you're going to have to eat every one of these?
No, but I have to explain myself. I mean, even rattlesnakes, which are pretty unsavory characters, you know, my wife's like, you went hunting for them and killed them? I'm like, hey, it's helping people here in Oklahoma. They're overrun with rattlesnakes. She's like, oh, thank you for helping the people of Oklahoma, you know? I mean, there's a lot of explaining to do. Now,
I do have to mention this. I know we're running out of time, but you did come up with this top 10 list for fun spots you visited in the U.S. And Pensacola, right here, our area, made the list for Seville Quarter's Running of the Bulls. That's really exciting. You enjoyed yourself.
I had a great time. I mean, the roller derby girls acting as bulls was great fun. And, you know, like when we had a little bit of downtime, I ran down to the beach and jumped in the water. I'd love to go back sometime as like a civilian. It was great fun.
You'll have to come back here to the South. We have a lot of great things going on. Again, wonderful show. I'm so excited. Edge of America premieres tomorrow night, and you're going to have to watch it. Jeff, thank you for taking the time out to talk to us here on Studio 10.
Thank you very much.